Join us in the seaside town of Blackpool as we look to stay in the beautiful 4-star hotel, the Boulevard. Seeing these coasters from a different angle is just amazing.
We got an upgrade! Yay! Right, so this isn't what I expected at all. We've arrived here fresh from our travels. We've just nipped up into Blackpool and they've actually provided us with an upgrade. Now, I can't remember exactly what room I booked and paid for. It was just a park view standard room and they've upgraded us to, it's got deluxe in the name, but I'll have a look in just a minute for the actual room that they've given us, but it's absolutely beautiful. Let me take you around it. So you can see just from coming in how large this room is. I mean, Lucy's over by the window and I'll show you that view in a moment because that is absolutely incredible. But the room itself is massive. The space just in the little walkway between the doorway and where your actual bedroom is brilliant. The double bed itself is massive and certainly big enough for a fella my size and his beautiful wife as well, but a nice big bed. But usually when you stay in a hotel, especially some on the cheaper end, you don't have a lot of space down the side of each bed. You're scrambling out of it, you're crawling over each other. But the amount of space in this room, in addition to the bed, is crazy. Honestly, and I'm not sure they haven't upgraded us to a suite. I don't think they have, but this is the size of a suite that you would get in other hotels. So I can only imagine what the actual suites are like in this hotel. This is really good. Got a nice big mirror on the opposite side of the bed. You can be get a bit of American Psycho going on. If you understand that reference, get your mind out of the gutter. But everything in here does look really nice. You've got the lamps on each side of the bed. But in addition to that, you've got these cool little reading lights as well, or spotlights if you want to partake in anything else. You've got your chargers just for the side of your bedside table as well, and what I like in all brand new places these days is the ability to charge by USB. The TV is huge. Now, I don't know what channels are there, I don't know whether they have their own Pleasure Beach channel or whether you can connect your smartphone or anything, but certainly if you're chilling out here on the end of a night, that is a really good sized TV for when you're laying down in the bed. There's a like snakeskin leather effect table, kind of a dressing table but just underneath the TV, as well as an actual desk that you can do any work on down here. So you've got the phone to phone down, you've got a little notepad there as well for whatever you do. Boulevard branding on all of it. And then this is one thing that I really do like, because when you come to a place like this, usually you've got a little chair like the one over by the desk there, and that's the only really place you can sit, as well as on the edge of the bed. But to have a lovely comfortable sofa here where you can just relax at the end of the day, who wouldn't want that? But the best thing about this entire thing, and you can see just the size of the room behind me, it's massive. The best thing is this view. This is absolutely brilliant, and if you're a theme park enthusiast or you just like the atmosphere of excitement and good times, then this is the view that you want, because straight outside this window you have all of the beautiful roller coasters that you can see, and you can see plenty of them from here. Just hiding away, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, I can actually see some of Avalanche, Nick Streak, Revolution, and then right here, just outside our window, you've got the lift hill for the big one, and you've got the end turnaround up here for the big one. You've got Icon out there. There is the Big Dipper, which will be flying past. You can see Steeplechase, but you wouldn't be able to see it running. And then down here as well, you've got Skyforce, something that would be cool to see it testing, but obviously that's not going to be the case because that is disappearing, that isn't coming back. I almost completely forgot about everything else that's in here. So you've got tea and coffee facilities over here. Nice little Boulevard mugs as well. The glasses are nice. And we do like Blackpool, so it will be the first time that we're not taking these glasses home. But I presume all of these in here, the tea, the coffee. Nice Boulevard hot chocolate. I presume all of those are free. We do have a mini bar now. There is only some water in there and some milk, so I presume also free. There's a nice Boulevard dressing gown. You think it'll look good? I don't. Not me anyway, the wife maybe. You've got an ironing board. Now there's a question for you. Who has ever been to a hotel and pulled out the ironing board? In my life I thought it was just natural to take more clothes than you needed, so if anything goes wrong you've got a spare change. But has anyone actually used the ironing board, or am I just a complete, you know, low down common person that doesn't iron things more than once in the morning? We have a hairdryer. Found the safe hidden in the drawer at the bottom. Somewhere to put all your valuables. Comes with its own electronic heater. Now it is actually roasting today, so this might have to go down to get a decent night's sleep. And then into the bathroom. And this is nice. It's extremely clean as well. There's not even like watermarks or anything anywhere. Perfectly clean, perfectly looked after. And I think what's really going to excite Luci is that originally I thought we might have just had a shower, but now we do have a bath, and she loves a good bath. So that's going to be exciting. Balmain products, £15 a bottle. Now I don't know if this counts with the water. I think the water in the minibar might be free, but the items like the shampoo that's £15 a bottle, when you come to the Boulevard you actually put a £100 deposit down on your card. Now that £100 deposit gets refunded to you at the end of your stay if you don't do anything stupid and damage the room, and also if you don't use anything whilst you're here as well. Now you can use it almost as a bit of a line of credit. So if you want to go down for breakfast, if you want to go down for an evening meal, or for some drinks at the bar or anything like that, you can actually use it. Just scan your room card, I believe, and it will be charged to the room, and it will come off that £100 before you actually have to pay anything at the end of your stay as well. So that's a nice little thing to do. So I've done a little bit of research, and we had actually booked an executive room here, which is around £90. Now you do get a king size bed in the executive room, and you get some of the bells and whistles as well, but we've been upgraded to a deluxe executive, which includes the sofa, the extra room. You get a super king size bed instead, and that should have been £135. So essentially it's around £45 worth of upgrade that we've been given today for a stay. So I highly doubt anyone from Blackpool even knows who we are or watches the channel, knows anything about us. If on the off chance someone stumbles across it in the future, then a massive thank you for the upgrade. But I do get a sneaking suspicion that it's just a case of it might not be fully booked and they've randomly allocated some upgrades to people, which I think is a fantastic thing to do anyway. If your rooms are going to be empty for the night, why not just show that bit of grace to your guests that are already staying, upgrade them, give them a better experience, and they're more likely to come again in future. And I think that's probably a case of what they've done, but either way, it's massively appreciated, and we've been moved to an adults only floor as well. I don't think that means there's chains and whips anywhere. I think it just means we're probably not going to be awoken by any giddy kids walking through the hallways on a night, just giddy adults ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be exciting because we're here to stay in this hotel and give you a wholehearted, honest review of what the Boulevard is like. But tomorrow we're staying in the Big Blue Hotel, and again to give you an honest review of what we think that is like. But we're here for the opening weekend of Blackpool Pleasure Beach anyway, so I can't wait to wake up in the morning and then just outside here you're going to be able to hear all of the coasters testing, and not just hear but see them as well. just coming into view there, you can see them. I'd love it to actually be going on and happening now. I know they've been testing this morning because I've seen some of the videos, and it would be ideal if it was actually happening at this moment in time, but it's not. But in the morning, before it opens at 11 o'clock, it's likely that we will get awoken to the sound of coasters going past our window, and that's some ASMR that you're not going to get anywhere else. It's a nice, powerful shower. Now that is a good shower. It's powerful, it's hot, but it might be a little bit too hot. I feel like I'm about to pass out, but it's good.
Then it were time to head on out on the town for a couple of beers before the big day tomorrow.
So, when in Blackpool, and it's a night, and the Pleasure Beach isn't open, you got to nip out and get yourself a couple of bevies on the town, haven't you? So, don't scrub up half bad, if I do say so myself. We're looking quite good for the usual hoodies and baseball caps, but yeah, we'll check back in with you when we get back to the hotel and see what it's like in the morning too. Now that is a hell of a way to be woken up in the morning. Just the roar of the big one as it goes past your window, and we've got an absolute prime spot for it as well in this room. It really is fantastic to see that going round, but there's plenty of testing going on this morning from what we can see. Steeplechase has been going round. Can see Revolution is in the station. Icon, we've seen it test once and it made it halfway up the top hat, rolled back, and we've not seen it come back round since, so fingers crossed there's not a problem with that. Obviously a roll back on that first sort of top hat, it's happened before, it goes back into the station ready for the launch, so hopefully that's not too much of an issue. It's obviously not valid anywhere. The big one's done the main testing this morning. It's been round at least sort of 5-6 times from what we can see, and you can hear others. I'm presuming Infusion just down by the side of us is testing as well. But it's one of the benefits of this room is waking up to all of the coasters testing, and it doesn't really matter, I suppose, which day you come and stay here, as long as it's in season. You're going to get that testing in the morning if you get the Park View room, so highly recommend getting one of these rooms. So that's it, it's the morning of Blackpool Pleasure Beach opening day. We thought we'd give you as honest review of what it's like staying in the Boulevard, and so far it's been absolutely fantastic. The room that we've been upgraded to, and I presume all rooms here, are just clean, they're beautifully designed, the aesthetics of it are really good. The bed, I suppose, could be a bit 50-50 for some people. It's quite a firm bed. Now for me, I like that. Lucy's not so much of a fan. But I did find it extremely comfortable. But yeah, the pillows, the covers, I think they're all sort of duck feather or they're very quality luxury material, and they work quite well. The only thing we couldn't really get working last night was some of the radio station channels. It seemed to just tune into one channel and stay there and wouldn't go between them. Whether that's an issue or just how it works, I don't know. But again, we're not really here to be spending too much time in the room and listening to radio stations, so it's just a minor thing. But otherwise, it's a beautifully designed room, it's comfortable and it's large, and that wake-up call out there is brilliant. Now, I've already mentioned it would have cost £135 to stay in this room. We actually paid £90 because we were upgraded at the last minute. Thank you very much, Boulevard. The rest of the hotel is beautifully designed. Walking through it, it's got a lovely look to it all. It's very relaxed, it's very calming, and also seems very, very quiet here as well. Now, I can't account for any food or anything like that because we've not actually had any food here. We went out last night and got a dirty kebab. But I suppose that's something I can tell you. If you do stay here, there are around 300 different takeaways, all which deliver to the Boulevard. You just order it and go down and collect it in reception. So I suppose the food that you can get here is unlimited until quite a ridiculous time in the morning as well. But that's it for our stay at the Boulevard. It's been a brilliant stay. I would highly recommend it. We're off to opening day, so keep an eye out for that video. But if you have liked this one, then by all means, smash the like button for me. That's really, really appreciated and does help the video out massively. And if you'd like to see more content from us, we're in the thick of theme park season now, so we'll be going to as many places as we can. Then please subscribe as well. And with that being said, I'll catch you inside the park.